Zeus not wanting to go for anything. Phase Rush getting the Galio out. Flash has to be invested here by Carrier as he gets the two-man ult. There's the magical journey as well. Immediate flash from Viper gets him out of there, and now Peanut looking for an angle. It could be Carrier that they can jump towards because he doesn't have his flash, the heroic entrance to deliver the Galio, and there's first blood over to Viper. The angry orange coming out there as well as it does come in. Justice Punch going to connect as well as the Cyclone has to be invested here by the Wukong. Still, the flash in from Delight to try and lock down Carrier. Doesn't quite have anywhere to go, so he is going to be the sacrificial lamb. T1 did manage to take two of the grubs though, so already they do secure the objective, but they do sacrifice Carrier for it. We've seen teleports like this not go so well today, as there's the Magnustorm. Faker looking for the angle, but everyone shows up, and Delight's able to tank the turret. All T1 are grouped up. On the hunt has been popped. Zona walks in, just steals their lunch money. Right, they want to be able to pick up this eye. There's the Magnustorm to try and pick up this Ambessa. She goes golden though. The heroic entrance is mistimed, and Doran not even able to pick up the eye. It's Ona that's able to collect it there, but the Ambessa is going to go down, and now right into the Rift Herald immediately goes T1's jungler Zeus, keeping himself alive for such a long time as Carrier down to 200 health, but there is the first turret going over to T1 as well. So become more and more dangerous as Chains of Corruption going to connect here on to Gumayusi. Tempered Fate is there to try and keep him alive, but now he's in a sticky situation. Redemption comes down though, and Peanut goes in, and I think he may have gone in a bit too far.
Setting the W, so if you auto W a target with those items and you crit, so much damage.
Shockwave going to get eaten by the Justice Punch, but still needs to flash to get himself out of there. We'll see whether he's actually going to be okay, as Ona not quite able to get the knock up. The flash in, the full commit here from Peanut as he gets the knock up. Justice Punch lands, and the taunt comes down. Down goes the monkey. Gumayusi, so be careful, HLE. Redemption going to be keeping them healthy. Happens once again as there's the public execution connecting onto Viper, but he does get himself out of the way. Chains of Corruption are good, and into the backline goes Zeka. He finds the angle of Magnustorm. Also fantastic. No one's dead just yet. Gumayusi takes the magical journey to get out, and the Shockwave denies Zeka. The Winds of War will come in, and finally the Orianna goes down, but Zeka may be in trade going down as well, and he does, and Ona turns up with a full health bar to tell HLE to get out of here. I don't know whether they're going to listen to him though, as in they go. Down goes the monkey. Gumayusi now in trouble as Zeus takes matters into his own hands, and it's his magical journey he's going to be taking as Carrier gets the heck out of there, and HLE will take their prize. For T1 to work out as, okay, Zeka could be in a little bit of trouble here as he's trying to get back towards this relatively low health turret. Does have that Justice Punch as the Cyclone does come in. Taunt not really helping out, and down he goes. Cured on that bottom side, and Viper trying to get some work done here against Doran as well. Public execution is going to connect onto this Varus, but he's just trying to kite it out. Double redemptions coming in there as the Hail of Arrows is going to come on through as Faker finds the angle. Doran's so incredibly low. There is going to be the Shockwave connecting, and that's going to disintegrate the bottom lane. Zeus breaks the arm guard immediately. He's pretty healthy, and he gets on top of Kuma. Takes him down before he goes out, but it's a double kill for the Sivir as well. And Peanut, he's not going to be winning this fight. T1 reigns supreme. The vision does come on through. Peanut is in the area as Chains of Corruption gets the flash out from Carrier. Now Faker could be in a little bit of trouble. The ulti goes wide there from Doran as Zeka gets all in amongst it. Goes golden there as well as he pops the arm guard, but the Shockwave is going to connect, takes down the Galio, but the three-man stun from Zeus is huge. He does have his Zonyas. The Tempered Fate is actually going to keep him in stasis for even longer, and Viper just can't finish off these targets. He does manage to land one of them as a pause.
Point where it's stronger.
Okay, here we are. We are back into it one more time. Viper is trying to get away, and I don't think he will actually escape, and he doesn't.
Hey, I said this would happen. Bit too hard to cut through right now.
And remember when this game was even? It's now 5,000 gold in the lead for T1, and Peanut is in all the trouble in the world. He doesn't have... Oh, he's able to audaciously charge towards the Gromp.
That was pretty audacious.
It was.
You can tell there's a gold bard main out there somewhere who's saying, look, Carrier does it too.
I mean, some of the walls just aren't the same as the others, you know?
Yeah.
As this inhibitor is going to be taken...
Probably overstep if HD want to
Well, Peanut, he might be the one doing that. Does have ult, so that is going to divide T1. Chains of Corruption is going to connect. That is a single-man shockwave here, and Peanut is pretty durable, but Zeka, not so much. And they just melt to the ricochet damage out of this 4.5k in the lead Sivir. And Viper having to deal with this monkey. It's a triple kill for Guma, who's going to make it a quadra. Carrier steals it away. Adorable. We get the zoom in from Jonas Strong as well. And this was close until it absolutely wasn't, ladies and gentlemen. HLE gonna have to try better in game number 2. As just a little leap strike there from Zeus, as Guma is going to convince him to stay in his fountain. And I think he will do exactly that. The only gold lead here for HLE, but the gold advantages are just looking ridiculous. Zeus takes the magical journey. That was so cool. That was the highlight moment of this entire game for me. That was very, very cute. Zeus does go golden. The Nexus will go boom. And HLE are just going to have to try again in game number 2. Peanut, not going to do anything. There it goes. T1 get first blood in the series.
시간사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
I do believe they will not. Zeus trying to get that heat to a good spot. See whether Gumayusi is going to be all right. There's the equalizer that you were talking about. The flash knock-up, and Delight has guaranteed the kill. That is first blood over to Zeus. This time, Gumayusi making his way in. Ona over here as well, as Faker is now going to be moving down. Nature's Grasp. Away! Of course Gumayusi steals it. That's exactly what's supposed to happen. The ulti's going to pick up Tib as Faker is now isolated, as Peanut and Delight are set to take him down. But Zeka is also dead, so mid laners are going to get traded. And now the teleport from Doran comes forward. Tibbers goes down, but I think Peanut is also going to be dead, and there he goes. Viper wiped off the rift.
And now 3 dragons.
Exactly. And it's also like they managed to get feats of strength as Gumayusi. Peanut is going to find him, denies the grab, but in comes Ona. He's gone so far. Still Viper doing enough damage. Subjugate going to be used onto Peanut here as Carrier turns up, but a little too late for this fight. Shield bow picked up for Zeka as he shows up. The Otacon still up and alive. Doran going to be the first one to go down. It is going to be the Otacon secured by T1. Massive ulti comes through, but T1 are still standing. The equalizer enough to finish them off, and Faker not able to make it out as HLE turning this into a bloodbath. Down they all go, and Otacon for ace is the trade HLE get. Waiting in that brush as this turret is just on its last legs.
Oh, the light
is just going to walk too far forward. Not able to get any buttons off at all.
No, not again.
Do it again. Oh god, he actually just did it again.
Literally. T1, now they are looking for Doran. Oh, I think he's just dead.
Yep, this is a tough one. Zeus trying to follow him up, but Zeka able to stack up that Q, gets over the goalie wall as well. And the Unbound Soul there. As we know, he is in this brush. The hook is going to connect! And unfortunately, Carrier is going to be the one getting jump scared this time around.
Port main in this game.
Oh, it really is.
Coming through, and that's enough to translate it. Ends up being, the Maokai ult is so big for securing this, they can just use it as a diagonal.
Exactly, it's like Talia wall, right? Works exactly the same way, and they're just going to break open the base. They didn't need the mid wave because they just force all the way through bot.
Yeah, this does mean, though, they're not able to translate this into more. It's still a huge pickup, don't get me wrong. Although I say that, they're looking.
All right, they're looking for Gumayusi, the ulti, and the flash has to come out. That's a lot invested there as the hook is going to come through. Carrier has the door, still takes so much damage, and the culling, still high value. I'm not sure about this one here, HLE, as the flash comes out. In goes Zeus, trying to go aggressive on the back of that one. Great knock-up there from Zeka, but out goes Ona. Gumayusi coming on through there, but Doran is right in the mix. They take down Ona. That's 1,000 gold, though. Massive, massive money over to T1. Like, since the start of the Baron, nothing's really changed. We'll see whether it does here as the Nature's Grasp is going to come on through. They look to take down the Braum first, and he will get taken out, but the trade might be that Gumayusi just barely survives, and he even gets the redemption. Zeus not going to be as lucky as he is going to be flattened by Doran once again, but Zeka looking for that angle one more time. Faker goes golden. The Soul is still unbound. He finds so many knockups, but can we finish some kills? Here HLE is Viper, so incredibly close to lose, and Doran secures it. And you need to finish your kills, HLE, as T1. These health bars are just being restored.
The fact this was a 5,000 gold lead going into this, and again, T1 are managing to pull out these victories, surviving with slithers of HP in these situations. Zeka trying to get away. He's still a dangerous threat, though. Doran, I'm not sure you're going to be happy with what you find.
Yeah, exactly right. Unbinds the Soul here. There's the flash from Doran.
Oh, nicely played.
That was pretty cute, but Zeka is still dangerous. The teleport comes in. Can he actually take down Doran? No! Finds the Q, takes down this terrifying Yone, and now Gumayusi, he's gonna cull him because why not?
Dragon is up in 35. We're on the map for this.
Yep, this could be the last opportunity. There's the knock up onto Doran. Can they actually secure this though? That's the question. Zeka snaps back, but a lot of damage has been done. The ultimate's going to tag him as the Nature's Grasp will come through. Zeus groups back up with his team as Gumayusi's doing so much work. Finds the culling and takes matters into his own hands. Gumayusi just says not today, HLE. Down to his GA, but he has that item, so he can go this crazy in the fight, and T1 just roll over the top.
Absolute decimation. 5v5 team fighting composition be damned. T1 run them over. The final fight doesn't even look close.
That was just blink and it's over. And T1, they do it again. Game number 2 ends in about the same abrupt fashion as game number 1. And I guess the best thing you can think about for HLE is at least they were winning for a portion of these games. Unfortunately, it's not enough to kill a Nexus against T1. Not this year.